our own happy times and experiences. And you can tell a story and if the person's not feeling, your excitement or being able to relate to your excitement, it may be because you can't even relate to your own excitement. So I think that it's both spectrums,
Awesome. Give her a hand of applause. That was really deep. Because, again, what's the name of that book, Anna? So the purpose-driven life. They talk about what Melissa just spoke about. Sometimes you can't connect with people because you're not connected with yourself. And I think that's really, really deep because, how do you expect to love someone if you don't love yourself? How do you expect to, be happy and show someone happiness when you're not happy? So the power of being is also about connecting with yourself. It's about being in the moment. It's about forgetting what happened yesterday, because today's a new day. It's a new day, it's a new beginning, it's a new page in your book. Can we take one more sharing before we go to the next exercise? Someone raise their hand.
Me. Hi, my name is Lourdes. What I took from this is sometimes I've worked in customer service for like 30 years plus, and I've heard it all. And sometimes I feel that we listen to actually respond rather than understand and process it. And I'm 100% guilty of that as well. But I do grab myself most of the time. Now, another thing that I love about this program is how you can just put so many people in a room, ages, race, different upbringing, and we all are connecting for the same purpose, for support, for growing, for so many things. That's what really fascinates me. I'm old school. I hate the internet, the Facebook. I don't have accounts. I'm not like one-on-one. That's the way I feel. That I know technology is very important because we do live in a fast world that everything has to be like yesterday, never mind now. But in order for me, and this is my opinion, to build good relationships, you have to 100% give quality, not quantity. That's why corporate business or whatever, I think it's in the quality of that moment and in that second. Sometimes, like he says, well, regrets this and that. No. Just think about what you do. This is why I love people. When it's more about the other person than me, unfortunately, sometimes. That's why I have great relationships, because I put myself in their shoes. No matter what, you cannot judge. You have to put all your guard down. You got to be vulnerable in that moment. When somebody else feels you, because people are intelligent, no matter what, they feel that connection. You can be bullshitting, you can be whatever. No. When I look at someone and you talk to me, you pretend that, this fool. No. I connect at that moment, because that's what I every day I say, you know what? I just want to look at a person like if I'm looking at myself in the mirror. How nice is it when you look at someone and speak to someone, and in the tone, in your eyes, it's like, wow, they don't judge me. They honestly put themselves in my shoes. And in any type of business, and especially real estate, it's like, wow, you know what? I want that home, but you have to think about, getting up in the morning, going to the kitchen to make that amazing food. You have to relate that to that person. That I'm just saying real estate, because a lot of people here in real estate. Selling that house is an actual connection with that person. Putting yourself through, like, am I going to live here? What am I going to love? The smell of the house. That family, that moment. And in that moment, you can transmit that. But I just feel that if you put your guards down and you don't judge, you can connect with whoever you're speaking to at that time. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you for sharing with us. So, you guys can face here. So, you guys don't have to organize the seats. You could just leave the seats messy. Just face here. So, how many of you guys thought that was valuable? Everything we just experienced. Raise your hand. Awesome, right? Isn't it beautiful to connect with people? Doesn't it make you feel better? When you connect with people, and that's what giving is all about. Giving is about feeling good, and a lot of people think that taking is feeling good. But there's a very famous quote that goes like, "You're more blessed to give than you are to receive," and that's because when you're giving, it makes you feel good, it makes the other person feel good, and it doesn't have to be a physical gift. It could be your time, it could be your energy, it could be a hug, it could be anything. As long as you're giving to that person, whatever it is, they're gonna feel connected with you. You're gonna give them their presence, you're gonna give them your energy. So that was our first exercise, guys. So now we're gonna go to the second one. How many of you guys like to be vulnerable? It's very touchy, right? What I love about vulnerability, especially with men, is that people, or a lot of men, or I used to think that not being vulnerable was strong. Right? So what makes a strong man is a man who's able to open up. A man that's able to pour his heart out and maybe cry in front of you. Or maybe tell you, hey, I'm scared. And in the generation that we live in, I know there's not a lot of fathers out there. You know, I grew up with a single mom, so I know what it's like. You know, my dad was there, but he wasn't in the house every day. He was never intimate with me. And since my mom was a single mom, she tended to be very strong and very cold, because maybe that's who she had to turn into to get some of the things done and to raise 3 kids by herself. So when I looked at my mom, I was thinking, man, like, I've never seen my mom cry, ever. Like, later on when she moved to the Dominican Republic, then we got closer. But that's because she's not there anymore. And it didn't have to get that far. We could have been closer while she was here. You know, but she's happily living in the Dominican Republic. But yeah, he was never really intimate with me. And vulnerability is so important, because when you're vulnerable with someone and when you're willing to tell someone, hey, I messed up, they're gonna instantly connect with you. And you're instantly in the moment, because you're not thinking, oh, if I say this person's gonna judge me, and then later on he's gonna laugh at me, or whatever the case is. Vulnerability is also giving someone a compliment. Would you guys agree? Raise your hand if you agree. Giving someone a compliment is also vulnerability, because it's your opinion. You're sharing how you feel. The same way you share with someone, hey, I love that sweater, or I love those shoes, is the same way you can tell someone, hey, I didn't like the way you spoke to me back there. Can we talk about it? So this next exercise is going to allow us to create vulnerability so that we can implement that into our lives. So we can be vulnerable with the people who we haven't been vulnerable with. So what I want all you guys to do in a second is I want you to get into dyads again when I tell you. And when you get into dyads with your buddy, I want you guys to pair up with another buddy. So it'll be the 4 of you. And then the 2 gentlemen that just came back, you guys are now buddies. So I believe it's Christopher, and what's your name? Lou. So thank you guys for coming today. So Lou and Christopher, you guys are gonna be buddy, and we have a buddy system. So what your buddy is, he's the person that's gonna be partners with you for the remainder of the workshop. Your buddy's not gonna sell out on you. Your buddy is not gonna hold back on you. Your buddy is there to give you feedback. Your buddy's there to help you grow. And your buddy's there to hold you accountable for the commitments that you guys are gonna make by the end of the day. So Lou and Christopher, you guys can pair up because you guys are gonna be buddies. So on the count of 3, I want you guys to pair up as buddies, and then when you are paired up with your buddy, grab the pair next to you, and you guys are gonna turn into 4s. So you guys are open to move your chairs around. All right. If you're missing a pair, raise your hand. Okay, so A, B, and C, raise your hand so that Lou and Chris can see you. So you're gonna pair with them. Grab your chairs with them. With you. All right, so you guys all have a pair, right? So there shouldn't be any seats between you guys. This is the perfect example right here. You guys should be paired up like this. All right, perfect. So in this exercise, we're gonna practice our vulnerability. Are you guys excited about vulnerability? Right? But it's gonna help you grow. I'm excited about it. So vulnerability. Can you guys switch? Because you guys know each other. All right, let's keep it then. You guys want to switch? Well, no, just stay, because you have his buddies with him.
I'm enforcing the buddy system.
You're enforcing the buddy system.
Maybe we can switch it to 2.
Yeah, like you guys need to split up.
Let's go there.
Okay, yeah.
You guys send a pair.
Yeah, you guys have to switch in pairs. So who's your buddy? So go with Jessica. It's fine.
Bring Jessica.
Yeah, Jessica, you can go.
Okay, I'm not that guy.
All right, perfect. So again, guys, the purpose of the exercise is to practice vulnerability. Would you guys agree that vulnerability is valuable? Raise your hand if you guys think vulnerability is valuable. So this is very important. So what you guys are gonna do is, someone from the group of 4, raise your hand. Only one person from the group. All right, you guys are gonna be first. So what's gonna happen here is the person that's gonna be going first, you guys are gonna stand up when I let you know, and you're gonna be sharing something, I'm gonna tell you what it is, with the group in front of you. And whatever it is that you share, the group is gonna give you feedback. So after you're done sharing for 20 seconds on the topic that I let you know, the people in your group, if they feel that you are believable, if they feel your truth, if they feel your energy, they're gonna raise their hand and give you feedback. If they don't feel is believable, they're gonna keep their hands down. And for the person standing up, your goal is to be in that moment. Don't say anything. You guys aren't gonna share anything with the person on the group. You're gonna stay standing. And you're gonna take that feedback as information. Doesn't mean that it's good and it doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means that it's information. So, I'm right here. So,